Started my video here fixing my front UCV joints or axle, whatever you want to call them. Completely broken, just had a tow truck drop it off a couple of days ago. Freezing morning out here in northern Indiana, and to get it up to where I work on cars, I'm pushing it with my truck. Got a blanket on there so I don't hurt it with the paint. Only thing is I wish those tow truck drivers put it on the other way. I should have asked them when they loaded it. If they would have put them on the other way, it would have been easier for me to have it facing closer to my garage. Oh well, I don't care. This is good enough. Put it right. Alright, I got the tire off. As we can see, that front axle has snapped into oblivion, so let's take the caliper off, the rotor off. I'm gonna take this nut off, try and, I got a press, pushes it through. I'll get that off. Then we're gonna have to pull that one out. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, first thing giving me trouble, as expected, is I can't get my rotor off. So what I do is I take my torch and I heat around here, get it really warm, and it should just come off no problem at all. Yeah, make sure you got your screws out. If you don't have a torch, the only thing I could think of, which is already a pain in the ass when you got it off, but put your tire back on and take your lug nuts and just loosen them and drive it, even though this one you can't even drive. Or if you can't get it off and you're really screwed, you just beat it off with a hammer, grind it off here, cut it, and you're gonna have to buy another one. Lucky I got a torch, so if I heat it here, I should get it off and save it. Be able to reuse it. All right, 30 seconds of getting it hot with the torch. Came off loose, and it's still in mint condition. So I will be able to reuse that and save myself $50. Now, we gotta take this nut off. Oh, look at that. We're gonna have to take a screwdriver, pound it, and flatten it out so it could take it off. I guess Honda's got something kind of like a castle nut design right there. Yeah, look at that. This is in bad shape. That off, and we'll be closer to fixing our axle. All right, this little nut here is being a bigger pain in the butt than I thought. My torch tanks ended up going on empty, so I went and refilled them. I'm gonna end up heating this up like crazy, see if I could spin it off that way, because it's giving me some trouble. Worst case scenario, put a slit in it or something, because I got a brand new nut and brand new axle, so we don't have to say that. But this hub bearing, we can't hurt, because I don't have a brand new one of those laying around. Even if I did, I don't want to change it. When I pull these through, I use my pulley remover. Loosen it up in the back, and then that nut that I couldn't get off, I just sliced a little bit off because I didn't really care about the threads of that, because I'm not saving them. I do care about the hub bearing though. Okay, got this out. Now we gotta get the one out of the car, or out of the transmission. Okay, this was the easiest CV joint axle I've ever removed. There's a lot of room here, and you don't even need the specialty tool. You can just, as you see, hit this one out with the hammer. No specialty tools, you got a lot of room underneath here. Some of them are not this easy. All right, now to get the new one in, I have to take this cotter pin out, take this castle nut off so the ball joint come out, take this mounting bolt off for the strut tower, and then this stuff should all be loose and floating around. We should be able to slide the new one in. Normally you would have to take all this stuff off first, but since mine snapped and I cut part of it off, I didn't have to do that, but can't avoid it. Still gonna have to do it. And that's what 315,000 miles of rust looks like. Put a little force on a bolt, snaps. Yeah, this is not what I was looking for. All right, if you guys remember where I left off, I had that bolt right there, and I was fighting with it tooth and nail. I ended up cutting it off because it snapped off on the other side. So I cut this side off, and then I took an air hammer, pounded it through, but then it was completely seized into the slot of this fork here. So I ended up taking my torch, heating this up, and you know, I didn't get it too hot the first time. Second time I had to get a cherry red or glowing orange, and then I was able to pound it through with the air hammer after that. I can't believe how much it's fought me, because originally over here it snapped off. So I got a brand new grade 8 bolt all the way through. This is just an absolute nightmare. But when you got an 18-year-old car with 300,000 miles, anything's possible. Ironically, the castle nut for that, I gotta tighten that, came off perfectly fine. This also fought me right here. Now I got the new one, I gotta put the nut on. I'm gonna leave the video here because I'm in the dark and I want to finish this. Normally I like to show everything, but yeah, if you got any questions, just ask me. Finally, man, this was, I probably put more effort into this than the car's worth. All right, but good, and hopefully smooth sailing from here. All right, still out here in the dark. Got everything tied in. Hub nut on tight. Brand new axle. Nothing else is brand new. All the way back in there. Looks like it fits like a charm, except that bolt right there. That was. Seems like I wasted a lot of time in my life on that. Whatever. Brand new axle. Ready to take for a test drive.